In the fields of Nakuru, Kenya, the grass grows so tall, it rises above a person's head. On the plains of Punjab, Pakistan, golden crops awaits the harvest in the monsoon winds. These two lands are separated by mountains and seas, yet the transformation beneath their feet benefited by the same distant city, Wuhan. This transformation began with a group of people crossing mountains and seas, carrying a single seed, a handful of grass seedlings, and placing them into the hands of others. Not far from Nairobi, in the demonstration zone of the Sino-Africa Joint Research Center, a green miracle from the east is reshaping the agricultural landscape of the African savanna. This plant, known as Juncao Napier grass, originated from African soil, optimized and cultivated by Chinese scientists over decades, and now returns to its homeland. Laboratory data shows that the crude protein content in Juncao leaves reaches 16% to 22%, far exceeding that of common local forage. It is a perennial plant, harvestable multiple times a year, with enormous biomass. More remarkably, it exhibits extraordinary tolerance to drought and poor soil. These characteristics precisely match Africa's most urgent needs.
Which we was using the old one. We were using that normal grazing, just giving the cows to graze for their own. But after feeding them, we have increased our production. We were milking at around 7 to 8 liters per cow, but now we are going around 15 to 20 liters per cow.
Numbers are the most honest witnesses. Doubled milk production means farmers' income curves are redrawn, and this is merely a glimpse of how Juncao is transforming African animal husbandry. In Kenya, the dry season is the most challenging time of the year for many farmers. Recurrent droughts cause the pasture grass to wither, leaving the livestock nothing to eat. The feed shortage across Kenya can be as high as 60%. The cost of purchasing commercial feed is high. Many herders have to rely on selling their cattle to get through the dry season. Don Karogi is one of them.
Before then, I used to struggle, even to an extent of selling my cows, fearing the dry season.
Later, he heard that there is a Sino-Africa Joint Research Center close to his farm, and researchers there are engaged in work related to land and crops. He went there and met Yu Haifeng. The locals all call him Kevin. Yu Haifeng gave him the seed stems of the Juncao fungus grass. Since then, the Juncao has been cultivated. The cattle now have food to eat. Don Karogi's farm has gradually improved.
I cannot sell my cow during the dry season because I have the stock. I have good quality feeds.
Now, Don Karogi and Yu Haifeng are friends. From time to time, Yu Haifeng visits his farm to check on how the Juncao grows, sits down, and has a meal together. Juncao has transformed Karogi's life and connected two people who were originally thousands of miles apart. In a deep way, there are many farmers, like Don Karogi, on this land. One Juncao plant changes a farm, and one farm's transformation is radiating throughout the entire community. From hunger to harvest, from selling cattle to survive, to having grain in the dry season. This is not only a victory of agricultural technology, but also the simplest bond of mutual care between people. Unlike Kenya's multifaceted exploration, in Pakistan, a more focused agricultural revolution is brewing amid seas of rapeseed flowers. Starting in 2009, a group of Chinese breeders embarked on a decade-long journey to find seeds. They sought to find the one seed most suited to this land.
中国的这个杂交油菜技术在巴基斯坦的话，花了10年的时间去选育了这样一个品种。这如果仅仅是从商业化的角度来说，绝大多数公司不会做这个事情。
In 2019, a hybrid canola variety named HC021C was officially registered in Pakistan. After expert evaluation, it leads in yield, growth period, oil content, and oil quality. It stands at the forefront in every dimension.
I think with this CPEC 2.0, we could see more seeds coming to Pakistan, more varieties developed there. And I think Pakistan will be one of the huge producer and exporter.
The changes brought by HC021C are multidimensional. In the fields, farmers have achieved a 30% increase in economic returns. At the processing stage, higher oil content means the same grains. Yield more oil. In rural villages, small oil presses have sprung up like mushrooms after rain. Young people and women have acquired new livelihood skills.
我们把这个门槛设置的比较低，机械呢也是根据当地情况进行一些设置和修改，这样的话也便于当地环境，适宜他们开展工作。
A true agricultural revolution goes beyond seeds alone. At Sino-Africa Joint Research Center, agricultural system known as improved seeds and better methods is being systematically implemented.
国际粮农组织统计的，在非洲平均的这种收获的损失在30%左右。比如说有雨季的话，他们就不愿意每天拉出来晒，长期放在一个比较潮湿的地面上，它最后霉变的这种损失就非常高。但是通过我们向他们传授这种收后这种快速烘干仓储的这种一种管理方式的话，大大的减少了损失以及它们霉变的可能性。
Over the past 4 to 5 years, agricultural techniques taught to local farmers have without exception produced very positive results. These figures written on the Kenyan earth are more convincing than any laboratory report.
作为这个东非地区来说，通常被认为是不能够种植葡萄的。但是呢，就是曾经呢，非洲当地人呢，他引进了少量的酿酒葡萄在非洲里面种，但是产量非常低。那么，他们能种，可能我们是不是也可以种？那么呢，经过有10年时间吧，我们再把一些中国的这个品种引进到非洲来进行这个筛选驯化，发现，在这个高海拔地区，它种葡萄也是能够种植的。
At the Wuhan Botanical Garden, a group of young African international students are absorbing the wisdom of the East. Many of them have returned home after graduation, applying the skills mastered in laboratories to the fields of their own countries.
For the 3 years I stayed in China, my Chinese supervisor was very good to me and I learned a lot from him, and that's why the skills I got from China, they are the one I'm using actually now in my current job here in Juncao, Kenya.
After graduation, I plan to go back to my country and help with my knowledge that I gained from China to improve the research in the flora of Rwanda.
From Kenya to Rwanda, from botany to conservation biology, these young international students are like seeds, drawing nourishment from Chinese soil, destined to return to their own lands and grow into towering trees. More than 330 international students, over 1,500 trainees. Behind these numbers lies a knowledge relay across mountains and seas, the most moving torch passing of the Belt and Road Initiative.
在这个平台共建的时候，他们这个不光为我们提供相关的这个生活的设施，还有像这个合作研究的空间，他们自己也掏一部分的这种建设的经费来共建这个实验室。我想这个就表明了他们一个是愿意做这个事，第二个是从他力所能及的范围来支持这个事。
Kenya's Juncao and Pakistan's canola, though seemingly separated by vast oceans, share the same gene of Eastern wisdom. When national will transforms into corporate action, when research data becomes field yields, a new paradigm of international cooperation is taking shape.
中国对非合作，我认为它从授人以鱼到不如授人以渔这个阶段，变成了共建渔场的 这样的一个可持续的这个发展的关系。那怎么样共建渔场呢？只有我们自己做出来了，研究出来，培育出来，让人家看得到，它才可能说，我来投资，我来推广，我来应用，这个东西才能够推向真正的走向市场，走向老百姓的餐桌。你不然的话，你光写论文没用的。
From one-way aid to mutual benefit, from short-term projects to long-term mechanisms, intelligence for good is not just a slogan, but an action philosophy rooted in mutual trust. When Chinese markets connect with African resources, when Chinese technology responds to Pakistani needs, a symbiotic web transcending geographical boundaries is weaving the future of a community with a shared destiny for mankind.
我相信这就是我们科学家最主要的目的，而且也是我们做科研能够服务于当地老百姓、服务于全球人民的一个最主要的一个贡献。
同时，也是我们作为一个企业、一个公司行为的话，一个具象化的科技成果转化的一个非常好的一个路径。
The ultimate meaning of intelligence lies not in the sophistication of technology itself, but in whether it reaches the corners most in need of warmth. The highest form of goodwill is not momentary charity, but enabling every piece of land to grow its own abundance. This is a Chinese story on the Belt and Road Initiative, a story about seeds, soil, and human hearts. Civilizations flourish through exchange and are enriched through mutual learning. On the sunlit avenue of the Belt and Road Initiative, the seeds of intelligence for good are growing on every fertile land, bearing the answers of the future.